Hi friends, thank you for joining me here today. For today's practice, we're going to do a gentle practice to release the stress in the jaws. Um, Stress activates the sympathetic nervous system or fight or flight response. When we're stressed out, our body tenses up, and many of us hold this stress in our gut, maybe our shoulder, and most commonly it's the jaws that tend to get stressed and tense. So, for this practice, I would suggest that you do the entire practice lying down on your back. But for the sake of demonstrating, I'm going to be sitting up so that you can see what I'm doing with the jaws. But I'd like you to please feel free to go ahead and lie down. Maybe you can even put a blanket under yourself on top of your mat. So get really comfortable so that you really allow yourself to relax while we move through the different exercises. So go ahead and lie down on your back. You can have your feet extended or have your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, whichever is comfortable for you. And just begin to notice your body. Just feel and sense any tension held anywhere on your body. Maybe it's the neck, maybe shoulders, maybe your belly, maybe the jaws, maybe forehead. Just begin to notice if you are holding tension. And then recognizing that tension, just begin to deepen your breath. So we're not really changing anything right away. Just begin to notice your breath, noticing your inhalations, noticing your exhalations. And perhaps you can make your exhales a little bit longer. Allow the inhales to flow all the way down to your belly. Expand the belly. And as you exhale, exhale through an open mouth and feel yourself getting more and more relaxed with each exhalation. And see if you can inhale maybe for 4 counts and maybe you can exhale for 8 counts. Not really forcing anything, but just allow the exhalations to be a little bit deeper, a little bit longer. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through an open mouth. Beautiful. And then we're going to do what's called the lion's breath. You don't have to do the entire full lion's breath, but what I want you to do is begin to slowly open your mouth wide. So really opening the jaws, opening the mouth as wide as you can without forcing anything. And then pause there for about 10 to 20 seconds. And once the 20 seconds or 10 seconds is up, you're going to slowly begin to close them. Make sure that you slowly close them out. So let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, really open the mouth as wide as you can, as wide as it feels good. Pause there for about 20 seconds. And then exhale, releasing very slowly. Take your time closing the mouth. And one more time, inhale, open the mouth. Open as wide as you can. And after about 20 seconds, begin to slowly release, slowly closing the mouth. So we're going to do that 3 more times, except that this time you're going to actually stick your tongue out. So as you stick your tongue out, let the tongue come all the way out as far as it goes and then maybe touch your chin. So it's gonna look funny, but that's okay. Nobody's looking at you. So inhale and exhale, open the mouth and I can't talk and do this at the same time, but stick your tongue out so that your tongue is gonna reach your chin. And do this a few more times. Just close your eyes. Doesn't matter who sees you, doesn't matter who doesn't see you. Just inhaling. And as you exhale, stick your tongue out and let your tongue come all the way out. Hold it for about 20 seconds. And then once the 20 seconds is out, just release the tongue back in the mouth and slowly begin to relax. And we're going to add one more thing to this movement. So you're going to do the same thing where you're inhaling, you're exhaling, sticking your tongue all the way out so that the tongue touches the chin. And then once you're ready to relax, you take the tongue back into the mouth. You curve the tongue back in so that the tip of your tongue touches the soft palate. The soft palate is at the roof of your mouth. There's going to be, if you take the tip of your tongue, there's going to be a spot where it feels a little bit rough. Just continue on, and the back of that space is the soft palate. So let's do that together. You inhale. Exhale, stick your tongue all the way out as far as it goes till it touches your chin. Pause there for about 10, 15, 20 seconds, as long as you can. And then slowly begin to close your mouth, taking your tongue in. Roll the tongue back so that the tip of your tongue is touching the soft palate in the back of your throat, and pause there for about 10-20 seconds. And just do this one more time on your own time. Inhale, sticking your tongue all the way out. And then slowly begin to close your mouth, taking your tongue in, and roll the tongue back so that the tip of the tongue is touching the soft palate at the back of your throat. And pause there. And then relax. So you can practice that on your own a few more times. We're going to continue on to the rest of the practice. For the next one, what I'd like you to do is take your hand and you're going to apply a gentle pressure to your chin. So what I want you to do is allow the chin to come forward like that, like so. And then you're going to press your hand on your chin and resisting it back. Okay? And in addition to that, I want you to allow the chin to drop. So you're going to open the mouth, drop the chin comes forward like that, placing your hand, the palm of your hand on top of your chin, and then press your hand into your chin as your chin presses into your hand. And then slowly begin to release. So let's do that 2 more times. In case that's confusing, the chin is dropping down and forward, and the palm of your hand, the base of your palm right here, is going to press to your chin as the chin is pressing forward. Okay, so it's going to look like this. And then slowly release. And then close your eyes and see if you feel any sense of tingling, any heat building in the jaw muscles, in the mandible. Just notice what you're feeling. And for the next one, we're going to continue with that. So the palm of your hand now is going to lean against the mandible on one side. So let's start with the right side. So you're going to take the chin, the mandible on the right side of your face, the jawbone right here. You're going to lean that over to the side, open it out, open the mouth, open the mouth. Your chin is going to move to the right as your hand is pressing on your mandible. So it's going to look like this. And you're going to hold that for about 10 to 20 seconds. And do that 2 more times on your own. Let the jaw open, move the chin over, move the mandible over to the right, press your hand, the palm of your hand onto your mandible as you're pressing out. So there is a form of resistance applied from your hand to your mandible as the mandible presses onto your hand. And then gently release. And now notice if there's any tingling, any sensations of heat. And we'll do the same exercise on the left side. So bringing your hand up, you're going to first open the mouth, let the chin drop, and let the jaws drop, and you're going to apply, moving the mandible over to the left. You're going to apply a little bit of a pressure with the palm of your hand to your mandible as the mandible is pressing to your hand. And just try that on this side. You may feel different tension on both sides. See how that feels. Maybe this side is a little bit less tense. It's just different for everyone. And then as you're ready to release slowly, and just notice any tingling, any sensations of heat. And then relax. Very nice. You can do that one more time. If you like to, at any point in this whole series, if you like to pause the video and stay with one of the exercises, if you feel like you need that much more on that one side, feel free to do that. And then for our next exercise, we are going to actually use your index finger. So make sure that your hands are clean, that you just wash them. And you're going to take your right index finger, open your jaws, and you're going to find if you put your index finger all the way to the top left, so it's going to go the opposite direction. Right index finger to your top left jaws. You're going to take it all the way there so that your tip of your index finger finds what's called the pterygoid. Way right down. And then you press on it. You press on it and you just hold. So you're not massaging it. You're just going to take the finger all the way to the back and just hold and press. And then really take your left finger now and then slide it all the way to the back. Out there you find the pterygoid process in the back and you press on it. So you're not massaging it, but you're pressing on it. So inhale, open your mouth, exhale. and then release. Make sure you wash your hands after you do this again. This may feel very edgy at some points, especially if you have TMJ pain, temporal mandible joint syndrome. So just be gentle, be kind. You don't have to press that hard. You can just gently touch it and then see if you can create any release. You may even begin to find some tremors or shakiness in the jaws. If you do, that's okay. It just means that it's releasing some tension. And then once you're done, go ahead and make sure your hands are clean again. Wash your hands, and we're going to just finish up with a nice gentle shavasana. So rest on your back, close your eyes once again, and just feel and sense what's different in the jaws this time. Maybe you feel a little bit more spaciousness, maybe you feel a little bit more opening, relaxation in the jaws. Sometimes this tension, this chronic stress that we hold in the jaws translates into headaches, chronic headache. So if you tend to experience chronic headache, you may benefit from this. Remember, this is not medical advice, just yoga therapy that allows you to let your own body heal from within. So rest here in this shavasana for as long as you like to. Time that you're ready to continue with the rest of your day, just very gently come back out. Sit up anytime you're ready. And I'm just going to sign off. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this practice with you. See you soon. Namaste.